Hey friends, how do you think Vector got to prison if he stayed on Mars at the end of Ugly Eye 4? In the last scene, we see him in a jail cell. But it doesn't clash at all with his stay on Mars. Today, we'll try to answer that question. The last time, Vector went on a full adventure to Mars with the Minions. He was sent there and was supposed to stay there forever. So how did he get back to Earth? Let's delve deeper into Vector's journey from Mars to Earth. How did he manage to get back? How did he get caught again and sent to the prison that we see at the end of Ugly Eye 4 when Gru visits Maxim? We see all the villains, including Vector, who was supposed to be on Mars. They never explain how he got there, but there are many hints and possible explanations as to how he got back to Earth. It's a really fun and interesting story. So, without further ado, let's take a look at Vector's journey from Mars to Earth. Let's go! In the first 2010 Ugly Eye movie, Gru defeats Vector by sending him to the moon. At the end of the scene and the movie, we see Vector looking angrily at Earth because he didn't expect to be on the moon. After that, the following Ugly Eye movies had many people wondering what happened to Vector. In 2023, Illumination Studios released a short film called Moon that shows what happened to Vector after the 2010 movie. It's a very funny short movie where we see the Minions and Vector stuck on the moon, not knowing what's going on. In this short movie, Vector struggled to get back to Earth using his villainous powers and everything he had on hand. In the end, he took rockets and tried to return to Earth, but did so in such a way that he ended up on Mars. There, a little Martian tried to help him, but Vector was too angry and ignored him. The Gru and Minions series is Illumination Studios' most profitable venture, which is why we've seen numerous sequels and even prequels. While it's hard to predict the exact plot of a potential fifth movie, there are some tantalizing hints. Rumors online suggest that the original idea for Despicable Me 4 involved all the previous villains uniting to face Gru. Although this idea was scrapped, the cameos of the villains in prison at the end of the movie pay homage to this discarded plotline. If there were to be a fifth movie, the co-director hinted that a logical storyline would involve the main villains, El Macho, Vector, and Balthazar Brat teaming up against Gru. Reusing villains is a common trope in cinema, and this could be a thrilling way to potentially close the saga. Alternatively, Illumination might surprise us with another Minions-focused movie, as these little yellow mischief makers are a gold mine for the studio. Vector is very smart, probably the smartest villain in the entire Ugly Eye franchise. He always finds a way to get back to Earth, even if he doesn't succeed right away. At the end of the Moon short film, Vector was without clothes or equipment, symbolizing that he wouldn't return to Earth so easily. But at one point, a Martian came to the rescue with his ship. Let's elaborate on Vector's personality. Despite his anger and desire to be the best villain, Vector has remarkable intelligence and engineering skills. His gadgets and inventions have always impressed with their complexity and efficiency. It is important to realize that Vector never gave up in the face of adversity. His perseverance and ingenuity played a key role in his return to Earth. Vector, despite his anger and desire to be a better villain, managed to convince the Martian and the minions that he was actually a good person. He helped them, gave them gifts, and tried to find common ground using gestures. Eventually, the Martian took him on his ship, and they returned to Earth. But it was not an easy process. Vector had to overcome many difficulties and challenges before he was able to gain the trust of the Martian and the minions. However, when Vector returned to Earth, he was immediately arrested. He tried to be the main villain again, but he was quickly caught because everyone already knew who he was. Perhaps the Martian himself turned him in to the police, or Vector tried to fight Gru again, but was too busy with other villains like Max and El Macho. There are several versions of exactly how Vector ended up back in prison. First, the Martian may have tipped off the authorities about Vector's return, given his past. Second, Vector himself may have attracted attention with his own behavior and come to the attention of law enforcement once again. Third, Gru probably knew about Vector's return and caught him himself, keeping the city safe. Let's break down each of these versions in more detail. As we speculate on the future of the franchise, it's clear that Despicable Me 4 has set the stage for more adventures. The co-director hints at a possible team-up of the main villains or another Minions movie, keeping fans excited. With the characters remaining ageless, the possibilities are endless. In conclusion, Despicable Me 4 is a fun-filled, action-packed movie that continues to explore themes of family, redemption, and the endearing bond between a father and his children. Despite leaving some questions unanswered, it paves the way for more stories in this beloved franchise. For the best experience, make sure to catch it on the big screen. And who knows, maybe we'll see Gru, the Minions and the whole gang back for another epic adventure soon. 8:02. That's a wrap on our deep dive into Despicable Me 4. Stay tuned for more updates, and keep those Minion-loving hearts beating for the next chapter in Gru's ever-exciting saga. Until next time, stay animated